Well, hey guys, it is Brent Abel here, goldballhunting.com. What is going on out there today? Hope you're having a spectacular day so far, wherever you are, whether you kind of log in here during the live video or if you catch this on the recording of this live video that I'm doing here at my home in Moraga, California, up in Northern California. Getting ready. Today is Thursday, getting ready in 2 days to head to Umag, Croatia for the World Cup, for the Senior World Cup. Representing the good old USA in the four-man 70s team, and looking forward to heading back there. One thing that Jeff and I have been talking about the past couple of days is the importance of a slice backhand, and not only on the red/orange clay back in Umag, Croatia, but really in any court. It doesn't matter if it's a slow clay court like that, if it's a fast hard court. Is that you've really got to be able to have a great slice backhand for so many different reasons, and one of them is that it's a lot more efficient in terms of conserving energy throughout a long match. That if you're constantly trying to topspin a backhand as your rally ball, it takes so much more effort. The footwork's got to be so good, right? Because the spacing on the topper is a little bit more precise than it might be on the slice backhand. And so the slice for me, is way more efficient in terms of conserving energy, much more accurate over there. And it sets me up to do, a host of other shots. Number one being the heartbreaker, the drop shot. But as I mentioned just before, is the consistency. And today's topic on the podcast, the Gold Ball Hunting Podcast, which you can find here at YouTube, or you can also find it over at iTunes and Stitcher, the audio version, is this thing about allowing your opponent to actually touch the ball, right? Sometimes when we go topper, we're thinking too offensive in terms of really trying to do some damage. And what happens is we end up making too many unforced errors. So the topic today was 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is something one of my teammates helped me with last year at the World Cup in Croatia, was just count to 4. It could be forehand, could be backhand, but just count to 4, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. And let's see what happens after that. You kind of take it from there. And my instincts as a California, hardcore player is to try to really force play. And what I've learned over the years is that, let the other guy touch the ball. Let them participate in you winning some points. Don't feel like you've got to be the one that's going to either hit the outright winner or really force them into something. It's tough. So look, guys, what I really want to read in the comment section is what's your number one challenge right now? What's your number one, let's call it a problem, or what's the number one thing you have not quite yet figured out about your underspin slice drive, right? It's a one-hander. What are you still struggling with that shot? And would love to know what it is, and kind of, not so much technique. I mean, it could be technique. It could be something that you don't understand technique-wise, but it could also be the result. What's the result you're getting? Is it floating? Is it sitting? Is it ending up too short? Are you inconsistent in terms of accuracy, in terms of placement? I'd love to know what that is down below in the comment section. And as always, love to read what you are putting in there, either comments or questions, and respond. So that's thing one. The other thing is that Jeff and I next week, starting Monday, September 9th, we are gonna we're going to kind of divulge 3 secrets about the slice backhand. And we're going to do that throughout the week next week. And we've got one thing that we really need to convince you of, that we're going to kind of tee that up next week, that, if we can make you believe this one thing about the slice backhand, then you know what? Then there's a chance that you can really start to become consistent with it and do what you've always wanted to do with that slice backhand. So look for that next week. If you're not on our email list so that you can get notified about what's coming up next week, just go over to goldballhunting.com. The link is down below in the description area. Click it, go over to the website, drop in your first name and email address, and then click the button. And you'll get access to a couple of cool things. Number one, a video that Jeff and I did a few months ago about how to reduce your skill level range, something that nobody talks about, but that you've absolutely got to be able to do if you want to be consistent and really build confidence in your game. But the other thing is that you will get access to our online calendar scheduler, where we are offering a free private 3-way, you, me, and Jeff on the phone. We go for, we call it 10 minutes, but we've never been able to stop at 10 minutes so far. It usually goes 10, 12, 15 minutes. But we'd love to know, what's that one thing in your game right now that you really want to get figured out? Could be something with technique, could be something with strategy or tactics, could be mental, could be physical. Whatever it is, we want to see if we can't help you, put you on the path to getting that end result you want, whether it's singles and or doubles. So yeah, right down below, 2 things. Number 1, would love to find out in the comments area what's going on. What's your big challenge right now with your slice backhand? And then the second thing is, after that, just click that link. If you're not already signed up on our email list, just click the link in the description area, and we got a couple of free cool things for you when you do that. So guys, on that, get out there today, help someone else have a spectacular day, and I will check in with you guys again tomorrow.